Everyone has a story. Stories have power. They help us understand each other.
Everett, good to see you, man. Let's go chat.
This is Jessops Journal. Everett, it's time to sign into Jessops Journal. In this episode of Jessops Journal, I have Everett Lavell Spencer. Okay, Everett, looking great. Great to see you. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you so much, Doug. Good to see you again.
Yeah, we met at the NAACP Awards, and I have to admit, I'm always wearing hats, and you were one of the guys that's, he's got a hat on. I got to go talk to this guy.
Right.
So you got a hat on right now in this outfit. Tell me about it.
Yes, this is an African dashiki outfit that actually come from Senegal.
Really?
Yes, I have a store that I shop for my African apparel called Twisted Roots, downtown Salt Lake. And I spoke to the principal there by the name of Ibu, and I said, hey man, I'm looking for something really special to be on stage and be on your show. So he said, hey, I have this suit, and he shipped it to me directly from Senegal. I had an opportunity to have a tailor tailor it for me. And this is what comes from it. This is
Looking good, my friend.
Thank you very much.
So, where did you grow up?
I actually grew up in I grew up in Watts, California.
Whoa.
Yeah, Watts, California, in the '60s.
Okay.
So I had the opportunity to grow up and see what the civil rights struggle was about. You know, my parents being young parents at that time, kind of part of the movement. And then, we moved on from there to South Central LA, and then I went on from there to Inglewood. Inglewood, and that's where I went to junior high school and high school.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I grew up in Southern California.
Yes,
And I do remember, the riots and everything. Man, that was crazy times.
Yeah, crazy times.
So, how in the world did you get from California to Utah?
Well, my first wife is from Utah.
Okay.
I met her on a ski trip here with what we call the Black Ski Club of Pepperdine University.
Okay.
And I met her there, and then we didn't connect for about 4 years later. She ended up going to USC, and I was in LA at the time, and we connected there. We're together about 2 years, married for 2 years, and actually had one child. And then when that relationship didn't work out, she ended up back here in Utah, and I decided that I didn't want another man to raise my child, so I sold everything and moved to Utah. Didn't know anyone but her.
Good on you.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, the things we do for our kids, right?
Absolutely. That's what it's all
So,
about.
how many kids?
I have two boys, 25 and 35 years old.
Yeah.
And then I have three grandkids. Maybe I might have four.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I know.
I got to tell you, I mean, I know my kids get tired of me saying this, but it's like, if you could skip being a parent and just go straight to grandparents, it's so much more fun.
I tell you,
I love
truly
it.
is.
But, so, I kind of teased you a little bit off camera that you're kind of, my little Superman /
Clark Kent kind of guy.
Clark Kent thing, okay? So, by day you do what?
By day, I'm a professional accountant for Intermountain Healthcare.
Okay.
And I work in pharmaceuticals, and I'm responsible for some fixed assets.
Okay. Which means?
Which means that I count drugs.
Okay.
When most accountants count money.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Make sure everything totals.
Everything totals.
So if that's what you do by day, what do you do by night?
My night, I'm actually, I consider myself an entrepreneur, but I'm involved with several activities. My stage name is The Messenger, actor, musician, improv comedian.
Wow.
Yeah, so that means I'm involved in a lot. I'm currently involved with 3 artists. I'm the percussionist for these 3 artists.
Okay.
I have Mel Soul in The Messenger. I have a Brent Yo in The Messenger. He does country Americana music.
Wow.
And I have Rufio, who is a LDS kid who does rap music. And we've been working together for 3 years, all throughout Salt Lake, Park City, and even the Ogden area.
Well, okay, so at the NAACP Awards, there was a woman that performed just like, oh my gosh, standing ovation, everything. I'd love to introduce you because I really think that you guys could really, really make some beautiful music together. Would that be okay?
That would be perfect. That would be perfect. I think I have an idea of who the artist is that you're
Yeah?
speaking of.
Oh, yeah.
She actually did a couple songs at the luncheon.
Yes.
And one of those songs, Glory, just brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a special spirit.
So I've got a new group. Okay, so you're going to have Mac and the Messenger.
Oh, I love it. I love that. I love the way that comes off your tongue.
Okay, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
One day, when the glory comes, it'll be ours, it'll be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be here sure. Oh, glory. Oh, glory. Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapons formed against. Yes, glory is destined. Every day, women and men become legends. The sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all, just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. Truant living in us, resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on a bus. That's why we walked through Ferguson with our hands up. When it goes down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots, we on the ground, the cameras panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up. One day, when the glory comes, it'll be ours, it'll be ours. Now the war is not over, and victory isn't won, and we'll fight on till the finish. Then when it's all done, we'll cry glory, oh, glory, oh, glory. Selma is now for every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They marched with the torch. We're gonna run with it now. Never look back. We done gone hundreds of miles from dark roads. He rose to become a hero. Facing the leagues of justice, his power was his people. Enemy is lethal. A king became regal. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a bald eagle. Our biggest weapon is to stay peaceful. We sing. Our music is the cuts that we bleed through. Somewhere in the dream, we had an epiphany. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win a war individually. It takes the wisdom of the elders, the young people's energies. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory. One day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be here sure. Oh, glory.
Messenger, that was awesome.
Well, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, man. So your instrument is your hands, you know, and you were awesome. But so what's this drum?
This particular drum right here is a gift to me from a friend of mine, a local artist named Paul Bischoff.
Okay.
And Paul and I worked together on several projects, and he thought that this would be a good gift for me to have.
Oh, yeah.
And it's obviously an African drum, and I actually just received it most recently, a couple of weeks ago, but I thought it'd be appropriate to bring to our set here today. And just, it's a beautiful instrument.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
It has a
I like
nice
that
sound
tone.
to it.
Very nice. The thing that I'm looking at, and this kind of seems to answer this, one of the people that I work with a lot is Restico, and they have this little hashtag called "Leave Your Mark."
Okay.
You know, and so like my journal here, they normally do them, you know, just really nice and smooth. But I says, no, you know, see that scar? I pick some pieces that they normally throw away. I says, look at this, you know? Because to me, life comes with scars. Those are leaving your mark.
Absolutely.
But leave your mark also is kind of your legacy.
Okay.
So Messenger, what do you want to do? How do you leave your mark?
Well, I like to leave my mark in several ways, actually. I like to be a mentor to the youth, you know, how you can survive in the inner city, find your career, and grow as a person inside and out. So that's kind of what my focus is. Ultimately, my talents are music and acting. I would like the youth to see, although I'm a senior actor, you can start your career and focus. And Utah's a great place for both of them. A very kind environment, I must say. I lived in Hollywood for several years. I did the acting and music thing there. Wasn't always a kind interaction, but I can tell you here in Utah, I support local music. I love my band family. They know who they are. I just love life here. Life is good.
Thank you so much for coming on.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Messenger, thanks so much for sharing your musical gift. And since you gave us a gift, we got to give you some gifts for my underwriters. So first off, it's Jessops Journal. Got to have your own journal from Rustico. And of course, they have this beautiful copper pen to go with it. I wear hats. I saw you wearing a hat when we first met. My folks at JW Custom Hats are so excited to be able to meet you and make you your very own custom hat. Okay. And then of course, my Green Thumb folks from Liquid Dirt, they're going to give you a beautiful hanging plant here. And of course, you have the folks from the adult beverages, or the Ogden's Own Distillery. And last off, since you're a stylish guy, the folks at Taylor Cooperative make all my suits and all my shirts. They're going to make you your very own custom shirt.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sweet. So the thing we want people to remember is that stories have power. They help us understand each other. With another entry into Jessops Journal and The Messenger, I'm Doug Jessup, ABC4 News.